It's like Harry and Meghan are once again in hot water with this time one of their biggest paymasters, but seemingly they're at odds of the direction of what they want and more importantly what the paymaster wants, who are offering them big bucks. As ever though, let me explain. Now this particular building behind me here is in the very heart of Leeds. A lot of people here in the heart of West Yorkshire really look at this particular building and think it's our very own Royal Albert Hall. That's right, our own Royal Albert Hall. That's right, the West Riding of Leeds is where we are today. And yes, it's been raining, so forgive the appearance today. This building behind me was opened and built in 1864 by the very much, well, shall we say, fanciful Cuthbert Broderick. And he was the master behind also Leeds Town Hall, another fine, splendid building here. Now it's called the Corn Exchange, and it was because, of course, people exchanged corn. We were right in the heart of the countryside when this was built. But then, of course, it's developed over the 100+ years into many different things. Now it's a wonderful retail outlet with over 30 individual and independent stores. Still thriving, but when you look at it, you can truly see this wonderful Victorian architecture. As ever with Leeds, there's so many pieces of history around each corner. But as ever, back to your breaking royal story of the day. Now this story really centres upon the fact that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, as we now know, have decided to go it alone in many things. And what happens when you go it alone, as I've stated before, is you decide to go your own route, your own ideas. More importantly, you believe that your ideas are in fact the best ideas. But when you've got somebody who's paying your bills, particularly when they're offering you millions of dollars, then you really do have to adhere to exactly what they want to do. Now, a story breaking out from a very good source over at Netflix is this. As we know, so far with Netflix, we've seen nothing of any substance. All we can look forward to, really, is the Invictus Games documentary, which still is in the editing phase and is going to be executive produced by Harry and Meghan. Bet you can't wait for that. And then, of course, we've got their docu-series, not a reality TV show, as we've also pointed out. But according to that good source working within Netflix, let me tell you, they've hit something of a buffer because now Harry and Meghan have decided, and as ever we have to say allegedly, to take out certain elements of the docu-series. Now, apparently Netflix feel that these are the most interesting elements of the series, and this is where the problem lies. Because while they simply now want to water down elements, and according to that good source, this is all about really regarding the royal family and certain things that they would have wanted to put over and say within that docu-series have now been cleaned up, moved back if you like. And I think that's where it becomes really interesting, because obviously now, if they don't keep these elements in, is it sellable, is it streamable, and more importantly for Netflix, is it truly viable? Now, as we told you recently on the show, it looks like Netflix and of course Meghan Markle will be locking heads because she's taking full charge of all of Archwell's productions, given her entertainment background. But as we've also seen with Netflix, they can be ruthless, culling things that they don't feel are vibrant enough for their streaming service. We saw that when they removed Her Pearl, the animated cartoon series which never saw the light of day. So they truly have to make this work. But could Meghan now become her own worst enemy by telling them exactly what she wishes the public to see when they feel they have a better idea of exactly what people are prepared to pay for? As ever, this is a developing story, and as ever, when we know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean, Corn Exchange, Leeds, West Yorkshire.